everyone, and welcome to today's auction. I'm Kim Cardano, and I am super happy to be here with you today. So, as you can see, this is not a crypto kitty. No, it's not. Today we're selling a piece of artwork which is different, and I think it's really interesting. So this piece was actually submitted for the creative challenge organized between Auctionity and Known Origin as a way to encourage crypto artists to actually get their work out there and also, to get a small prize. So this piece that we have today got to 5th place, I think, out of 8 winners, so it's pretty decent. The title for this piece is Colorful Guest 021. Okay, that's kind of a mysterious name, but we'll get into more detail. The current price for this piece of artwork is at 0.25 Ether. I hope we're gonna be able to get higher because, with art you never know. I mean, it's like it depends on on the person. So everybody has their opinion, but I think we can get somewhere. So we'll see. Let's maybe just start with describing the piece. So as you can see, you can probably see it on the Auctionity website too, but I can see it here. So as you can see, this piece is, I think it's a fun piece because it's like a nice mix between some actual some real pictures and also some drawings. So I think it just harmonizes pretty well in a way. So we have this you have this kind of like big inflatable bird in front of a car, on top of a car. It seems pretty random, but somehow it works. And this piece is from, I forgot to say it, but this piece is from Fabiano Speziari. I hope I pronounced the name right. I hope I do. I'm sorry if the name is not pronounced that way. But the artist says that he likes to mix some drawings and some illustrations with some actual pictures, and also sometimes some newspaper clippings. It's just a way of using different kinds of material, and I think it's interesting. And here it turned out great because this kind of nostalgic feel to this image. You can see that there's this boy in front of the picture. You can probably guess that it was a picture taken during a holiday or something. I mean, it just reminds me of holidays, the first real paid holidays where people just took the car, drove for 8 hours, they went and they just had a good time by the sea, and it was the beginning of good times with your family, and also learning to relax, and I think it was nice. And this picture, it kind of encapsulate all this feeling of nostalgia for this type of holiday. I think it's nice. And also, when you think about it, just look at this huge bird on top of the car. I mean, I'm sure it would be so cool to play with the huge inflatable bird in the sea. I'm sure it would be cool. So yeah, it would have been a great addition if it had been real in this picture. And I don't know if you can see on the picture that you have on the Auctionity website or here in my small in my miniature, I should say. In the background behind the bird, you can see that there are some magazine clippings. You can't really read what's on them, but I'm pretty sure, maybe it's like clippings from the era, the period where the picture was taken. I don't know, but that would make a great piece for, you have those clippings, you have this picture that is vintage, and also this modern feel with the drawing, and I think, it's just a nice mix. So let's look, let's learn more about the artists. So Fabiano Speziari is an Italian artist and from what I could gather from his website, he graduated in design, and he's the kind of person who likes to experiment. So this is a good example of an experiment. He likes to investigate the workings of the human soul, and also the relationship of humans with the environment and nature. Here you can see this kind of philosophy in this piece, because it's like humans, and you have this, well, if you think of the relationship with the environment, here it's a fake environment with this drawing, but still it works. So yeah, it's an interesting take on art. Maybe that would be interesting to go and see, the artist's website and see his other works. So here we have Fabiano Speziari, his official website. So you can see that the piece that we have here today is part of a series that he did. So where he uses actual pictures and just mixes them with some drawings of like fun kind of characters that they look friendly and weird at the same time. They're not from this world, you can tell, but strangely it works very well it mixes really well with those old pictures. I think I like them. They're really fun, I think. So apparently we had an octopus on the moon. That's pretty interesting. So if we want to, we can just look at some other works that this artist did. From what I could gather, he's also, Fabiano Speziari is also pretty famous for his huge pencils. I think from what I understood, he makes like huge pencils with messages on them, and it's actually what he's famous for. So you could buy a piece from Fabiano Speziari, an Italian artist that has an interesting take on his environment. I think it's an interesting view of the world. So you have these huge pencils. Also, you have some other works that he did that included lights and some creations. So here you have these. But I don't think you can see my mouse anyway. Why am I pointing? Anyway. So you have these books that have been, I don't know if they're real books or fake books, I don't know, but they've been carved out so that you could like put some lights into them. So maybe it represents the lights that you can shed on the world if you read books. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong with my interpretation, but I think that's how I would read it. Anyway. You have some other works here where you can see that Fabiano Speziari also makes some kind of furniture. So this is the one that you can see on the right here. It's what you can see that it's a huge lamp. Well, yes, it's a lamp. I think it looks really cool. It looks kind of cartoonish in a way. It's like it's integrated in the environments, but also you can tell that it could just be a drawing. It's just very artsy, and I think it's really cool. So if you really, I think that I kind of like this, all of this, and also yes, you can buy a piece of his work today for 0.25 Ether. We only have one bid up to now, so yes, it's kind of okay. Well, it's quiet, so I guess art is not the same as crypto kitties, but I guess someone is gonna get this piece of artwork for 0.25 Ether, which is really decent, I think. And here, yes, you can also see that on the left here on the side, you can see. I think it's called self-portrait, so it's really a representation of the artist himself. It's been, we're like 15 seconds from the end, so yes, it's your last seconds to bid on this piece of artwork from Fabiano Speziari, which won 5th place in the creative challenge between Auctionity and Known Origin. Well, it's over. So I guess a lucky winner got this piece of artwork for 0.25 either, which is nice. I mean, nice. Well, it was really nice to introduce some art, because it's a change from CryptoKitties, so that's really cool. I'm glad. Well, yeah, I'm glad someone got it for a good price. I hope I will see you again for another auction later. But until then, I will see you someday. Bye bye, guys.